Hi guys, and thank you for joining me for another video. Today I'm doing a cage tour for my Russian hamster Wanda. If you've seen my last couple of videos, she's relatively new. I adopted her from the RSPCA just over a month ago. So this has been like her first proper cage clean and like layout change. So I thought I'd show you what her cage looks like and talk about some of the stuff I've included. Here is the front of my cage. So this is the Pawhut Hamster cage and I've painted mine white. And I have two main substrates in here. So we have tea bag bedding, which is the white bedding on this side, and then Orbeos, which is on the other side of the cage and kind of runs all the way along the bottom too. You can kind of see little bits of it here. That's just to try and protect the wood base as best as I can, because I really want to avoid damaging the cage. Okay, so starting at the back we have this wooden hide. This one you can actually change into like a tunnel like shape. It has some hinges on the back, but I'm just using it like this for now because I think it fits the best. We have a couple of chews, and then there is a ceramic hide here just on top of a little corner house. I'm just kind of using it to like partition the bedding, and obviously because it's got a nice strong top, it's a good place to put a ceramic hide because it can't be like burrowed under or knocked over or anything. And then we have a grassy tunnel. This one has a couple of different entrances on like the side and obviously both ends, and then there's another one just back there. Next to that we have this little grassy hide. I do kind of like the grassy hides, as you can see. I think they have a nice both natural look and feel as well, so I've got a couple of those in here. Then in the front corner there is just this little coconut hide. Now I believe this one was from Pets at Home and it had like a forage mix in it. Moving forward a little bit, we have this little treat basket here. So this is like a basket that came with some forage in a while ago, and I've kind of like made my own out of it. There's some Orbeos in the bottom, and then some forage mix, some treats and things scattered around in there, and some are buried under the bedding as well, so she can like dig them out. And then in front we have another one of those grassy hides. This is exactly identical to the one back there. And then we have this little teepee here. So this is just a willow hide. And then in front of the corner house we have some millet. Now I did clean out Wanda's cage a couple of nights ago, so it has been lived in a bit, and you can see where she's kind of eaten the millet. She's definitely loving the millet, so I'm glad I've got plenty to be including in her cages, and I'm always catching her nibbling on it, so that's nice to see. And then this tunnel here is kind of buried into the tea bag bedding just as like a burrow starter, which I find is super useful, especially for finding that your hamster isn't making any burrows. If you give them a starter like this, this should really help them out. Then we have this glass jar, which is from IKEA, that has some Megazorb bedding in. And moving in front of that, we're now fully on to like all Orbeos as bedding. We have this tunnel here, this cardboard tunnel. Behind that we have one of my favourite things, which is this castle. I have seen Wanda completely climb all over it as well, which is nice to see. I think it's by Trixie. I've only found it once in my like an independent local pet shop, so I'm not sure how easy they are to get, but it's definitely one of my favourite, a very unique item as well, so I like that one. Then at the back we have a Trixie wheel, which is right next to the sand bath, so we have a bendy bridge to get in and out. And then there's a little plastic hide at the back. Now I chose to put this one in the sand bath because it doesn't have a base to it. It's like baseless. Oh, hold on, I'll show you. So as you can see, there's like no base there, so when you put it in the sand comes through, so I thought that would make a nice place for Wanda if she wants to groom in the sand bath or something. That hide would work well. In front of that we have a little train and then a little climbing frame that's in there because you can sort of use it to get in and out as well. So finishing up at the front with kind of the most boring stuff, we have a food bowl, water dish and water bottle. And just like I did for my other hamster brick, I have etched Wanda's name onto the glass. Then we have, there you go, the water bowl and water bottle. This water bottle is actually cracked, which I'm kind of gutted about because I think it works really well in the Pawhut. I found that attaching glass ones to the side, which is what I used to do, didn't work as well. And when I adopted my past hamster Polo, this was the water bottle that was in his old cage. And I just kind of put it in a box for ages until I realised it works really well in this cage. So that's why it's in there. I'm not a big fan of the colour, but it works really well, and it's the perfect height for dwarf hamsters. It wouldn't work for Syrians, but for Wanda, it's pretty much perfect, so that's why that's in the corner. So here's just a little overview of the cage. I do really enjoy setting up cages, especially for dwarfs. I have a lot more items that are dwarf sized, and because they're so small, I just think there's a lot more you can do with them. So I do like setting up cages, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. So that's it for Wanda's cage tour. Let me know what you thought of her setup in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.